30-second countdown. Woo, woo. Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
Hey.
This is the Blaze the Lion podcast. I am your host, Blaze the Lion, and all the other AKAs. For those who love the movement, all right, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button, all that good stuff, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a damn friend about the Blaze the Lion podcast. We are live on YouTube every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. We have weekly guests and we have monthly themes. All right, we're trying to get organized here, structure. It's fun to just go with the flow, and I am a free spirit. I love that. However, I want to bring you guys structured content. So I work behind the scenes, day in and day out, trying to bring you guys entertaining, but also educated guests so they can drop them gems on you. Drop them gems, man. We are in a crazy time right now. So people need hope. They need motivation. They need entertainment, right? And
That's
there are
right.
forms of entertainment out there. So I said, what better platform than to do it where we can build on everyone's self-development, right? You can work on yourself, learn some things about a certain industry, learn some things about these guests. You can even network with them. Yes. And in the process, learn a bit about yourself. Yeah. All right. So please share. Those who love the movement and you would like to give me your money. All right. You can be a monthly contributor for as little as 99 cents a month, all the way up to $10 a month. And if you want to give more, I'll give you my cash app. You got that. All right. And you can donate. You can subscribe to the movement and you get these cool shirts, Blaze the Line Podcast t-shirts. All right. We got more things in store with the apparel as well. We also have in the works, we have new shows coming. We have much more events coming, lots of things happening. So it's just not me talking for an hour. I mean, that's cool too. But it's more than that. All right. So those watching, right? This is live. So feel free to chime in on the chat, to comment, to ask questions, crack jokes. Your jokes better be funny though. Don't come up there with no corny. You gotta bring it. All right. So without further delay, tonight's guest on August 31st is a singer, songwriter. He is an entertainer. He's a business owner. He is a visionary. I've had the pleasure and the privilege of seeing this man perform. Let me tell you, he ain't one of them artists that you go on stage, hey, can you play my CD? Yeah, just play track 4. Nah, the other track 4. Like, no. This dude is bringing it. He has a full team on stage with him as well as a full team behind him. Very, very professional. And he's talented. All right. A black man that's talented. I mean, what better way? So tonight's guest, I would like to introduce none other than DBJ, Daniel Bartley Jr. Welcome to the pod, my brother.
Man, thank you so much for having me, Blaze. I really appreciate it. This is a great platform. I love what you're doing. I love how you're reaching out into the community, bringing people this knowledge, bringing people great entertainment. It's real great all around, and I'm happy to be here.
Awesome, man. We are happy to have you, man. We've heard so much about you. And Michael Crump, let me tell you. He he's a good guy to have on the team.
That's right, for
He's
sure.
definitely a good guy to have on
Hmm.
the team. Absolutely, absolutely. So I gave my little bit of an introduction about you, but feel free share with the people a little bit about yourself for those who don't know.
Awesome. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Crump for putting this together as well. Been working really hard in the background, and to all the managers that work really hard to work for their artists. You know, it's a selfless job. It's a lot that goes into it, and if you have a manager, give them props every single day because it's not an easy job for sure.
At all.
So my name is Daniel Bartley Jr., aka DBJ. I'm a singer songwriter, award-winning composer, entertainer, all around. Anything that has to do with music, I'm all about it. I own a music production company called Elijah Moore Studios, where we make music for TV, film, commercials, and artists as well. We're in the folds of putting together a massive project called the Excellence Symphony Orchestra, which is basically an orchestra that'll be not only performing classical music, but my project called Relationship, right? So it'll be about four R&B pop tunes that we have in there as well, and you'll be having a visual element as well, a whole storyboard for the whole experience. So it's something of a big undertaking, the first of its kind, I think, in South Florida, and it's going to be really incredible. So that's basically me in the nutshell. I'm always here to lend my knowledge, to lend my ear, to lend my talents, and I just aim with everything that I'm doing to be able to touch the world in a special way through this gift called music.
Mm, absolutely. I love that. I love that. Music is powerful,
That's right.
right? Music is everywhere. Like you
That's right.
said, from soundtracks to, I mean, movies to commercials,
Hmm.
sports. It's
That's right.
everywhere.
It's a life. I think it's the lifeblood of storytelling. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So it's hard pressed for you to see any visual element without having music. And even in our day to day, you know, driving home, driving to work, driving to school, you have music going almost all the time everywhere. So
yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. So I know people love the success stories, right? We love hearing we love seeing people being successful, but we also get curious as to how it all started. So tell us your story. I mean, we see the product now, but
yeah,
how'd you get started into the music?
man. To be honest, I've been a student of music for many many years. My first experience with music was when I was 7 years old. My father is a pastor, and I remember there was a church. The church had been hit by Hurricane Andrew, so it was
Mm,
kind of half of it was like bent like this. So it was really, I don't think it was the safest place to be in,
man.
but we still had service there. And I'll never forget the band finished playing. And then after the band finished playing, I was enamored by it, and I went up to the keyboard, and there was a very simple melody, something similar to like Mary Had a Little Lamb. And I never touched a keyboard before, but I played that melody, the very simple melody. I played it just by myself, never touching a keyboard. And I knew from that moment on, this is what I want to do, you
Mm,
know? So from there, I took music lessons, I took piano lessons. I was always involved with the church, so for my dad, I did the choir for him. You know, I think at some point I was like in uh, late elementary school, middle school, directing like a 30 person choir. You
oh
know,
wow.
so I was doing that, learning keys. The keys that I was learning was like classical music, and I wasn't that fond of it in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But I kept up with it, and it was a great foundation for me. So I went to middle school of the arts, high school of the arts. I studied at FAU. I studied commercial music, and that was the time I started, with my band and started learning a lot more about the business end of things. Um, uh, Between, I'd say, 2012 and 2012 and 2016, 2011, 2016, I took a little break from music.
Okay.
And
As we all do.
yeah, 2016, 2016, I went back in hard, and that's around the time I met Mr. Crump. And he's
Okay.
been critical in being able to help me to really establish the things that I was doing. Probably a year or two before I met him, I started the production company, Elijah Moore Studios, and back then it was mainly doing stuff for artists. But in working with him, he taught me a lot more about the business side of things, how to mitigate and manage things a lot better. That's when I started getting into TV and film. Right, we started
Mm.
doing work in that realm. Recently, we did a short film called "The Sweetest Girl," which we won New York Independent Filmmaker Award, like for best composer for the thing,
Oh,
for the
nice.
project. So, it's been a great journey. I think there's far more to go. We
Yeah.
have a lot more that we're trying to achieve with the orchestra on the business side of things, and even developing things for artists in the future, like artist development and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I think we're on a great path and great trajectory for growth. It's just a matter of continuing to, you know, hit the ground running, continuing to pound the ground with what we're doing, and really, really happy with where we're at so far and where we're looking to go.
Awesome. Nice, nice, nice. So going back to performing, well, one, so can I put you on the spot right now?
Go ahead.
So you want to give the audience just a little sample of um, your talent.
Okay, cool. You want me to play or sing?
Up to you.
Okay, let's sing something. That'll be easier. I'm turning on all this gear. First, first time I looked into your eyes, I saw heaven. Oh, heaven in your eyes. Everything I did before you wasn't with my mind, but it was you all the time. I'll do anything and everything to please you. You know how much I love you. You're always, always on my mind. You're more than wonderful, more than amazing. The irreplaceable love of my life.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah, a little something.
Little something, little something. Awesome, awesome. Wow. Where, in regards to performing, well, sorry, first off, let's applause, applause,
Thank
applause.
you. Thank you.
See, getting all the applause in the chat. All right. In regards to performing, which you do well, so I know you've had a lot of experience in the church.
Hmm.
Um, has there been one venue or one event out of all the places and all the different shows? Has there been one that's been unforgettable, whether good or bad?
I I think one of my most special experiences was when my band and I, this is several years ago, we opened up for Ludacris and David Banner.
Nice.
So I'll never forget, like they and it was at my college at the time. and they had to choose, the artist. I already knew, like from Jump Street, they were gonna choose me because I was the one that was the most active, and I was the one doing the most anyway. So there was no real competition as to who's gonna do it. So when I got the opportunity to do it, one of the main things I wanted to do, I've never been a track person, like just get a track and do that, because I have the musical background, the musical acumen. I've been doing this stuff so long, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I wanted, okay, what type of show am I going to put on for everybody? How do I want to present the show? And so of course I got my full band. It was bass, drums. I was a keyboardist. I had another keyboardist, and I had a violinist there too. And I believe I had a saxophonist as well. It was stacked. And then I had two or three background singers. So we went on and we did all our original music. And to my amazement, like these are college kids, right? If they don't like something, they're gonna they'll be vocal about it. They're not
Yeah.
gonna sugarcoat anything for you. So we finished our set, and they were like
Mm.
amazed by the thing, and it was such a eye-opening experience for me, because right after us, you have no, it was Mario and David Banner, not Ludacris. Ludacris wasn't. That was another show. So Mario and David Banner, and Mario and David Banner, they did their stuff with tracks. So it was like, like for me to put when for us to do that, and then
Yeah.
when I saw them come on and they went on with tracks, I was like, man, there's something special here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It told me, hey, you got something special. Just continue to hone it, continue to grow it, and continue to evolve it. The rest will come. You know what I mean? And that was, I think, that in my mind is the most special one for me.
Yeah. I see that as a artist myself. I see that all the time. Even in the verses. I don't know if you guys watch the verses battles on Instagram and all that, but you even see these established artists and they rapping over tracks, rapping over like their own music. They're like,
Hmm.
what is this?
Hmm.
That's not what I'm used to either. Like even as
Yeah,
a hip hop artist, I'm used to having a show mix. All right.
yeah,
And
that's
that show
right.
mix
Yeah,
has the beat
that's
and it
right.
has the ad libs
Correct.
and maybe the hook, maybe.
Hmm.
That's really it. So you gotta bring it. You have to know your actual lyrics.
Yeah, that's right. I think, man, I think it's so important. It's a lost art, the art of preparation, the art of really developing yourself as an artist to give people a show beyond what they're used to. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times, one of the things I've noticed, even till today, a lot of artists, when they're going out to perform, they give, I guess, the best performance that they can give or that they know to give. But pushing that envelope has always been important to me. You know, uh, it's not enough at this stage of my career. It's not enough to just go out and play keys. I need to go out, have a backing track, and dance. You know, I need to go out, and maybe I don't have a full band. Maybe I have a drummer and something else, and then I'm putting on a monologue while I'm doing the show. Like, give people come out to experience something. And I think when you give them that unique and special experience, it's something that'll stay seared in their mind, and something that'll make them recognize and remember you forever. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
especially, I think my biggest advice for like artists coming up, me being an artist myself, always try to push the envelope and give people more than what they expect, because not only is it good for you and your brand and your notoriety, but people deserve that, especially when they're paying. If somebody's coming out to see me, they paid even $1 to come see me, I'm giving them that $10 worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I think that's the name of the game. I think that's how you win, and how your audience wins as well.
Yeah. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. You know, you should take your craft seriously, and I feel that not all, not
Correct.
all,
Correct.
but certain artists, maybe primarily the younger artists, maybe I feel like many of them, or a portion of them, don't take it seriously. They feel they can just put out whatever and it'll sell. And the scary thing is, it does sell. And many of us artists were like, we've put in years, we dedicate our lives to this. How are they? So, but again, it's the entertainment industry, and entertainment comes in different packages,
Yeah,
different
I,
forms.
I would also say, to piggyback off of that, it's a fair there's a fair amount of strategy, right? Even for the younger artists that might just put out anything and then it's starting to do. There was something I was watching a bit ago about man, what's this guy? I'm trying to remember the rapper's name. Anyways, it's a fairly well known rapper. The music isn't that great, right? But the kid, what he did before he got really big, is he would go on LimeWire. You remember LimeWire, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
illegal streaming thing? So
yeah.
he'd go on there. He'd label his songs with the most popular person's song at the time. And so he labeled all of his songs like that, and all of his stuff, people would be listening to him, and that's how people were able to find out about him and, really like his name to explode the way that it did, you know.
Mm,
And the thing is that there's a lot of young people doing that nowadays, and of course, when you talk about the entertainment business and music business, yes, there's a fair amount of um, business that goes about it. Like, for instance, I had a lawyer that I was talking to a couple months ago, and he explained to me lawyers look for low hanging fruit. Even the record labels, they're looking for low hanging fruit. What does that mean? That means what's the easiest to produce, what's the easiest to put out, and what will get them the most money back, right? So the
mm,
easiest to produce is a lot of the bubblegum rap or whatever. It's the easiest thing to do. It's the easiest to put out because at the end, it's a business, right? And then also, before a label will even look at you, they want to see, okay, what numbers do you have?
yeah.
You don't have your numbers in the right order, they're not even going to look at you. Or you don't have a proof of concept as a business making revenue already, they're not even going to look at you at this stage of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because in some ways I agree with that, because there's a lot of things available to us today that wasn't available to
True.
be able to generate revenue. Look at
True.
this podcast, for instance. You're doing the podcast here, you're doing it on that, and you have ways that you can be able to monetize it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
long story short, there's a lot of different things going on nowadays when it comes to music and young people and whatnot. But I think that one thing that'll make us win, even if we're not in that particular thing or we don't fuck with that music that much, one thing that'll make us win is the fact that we have a good strategy in place and you're going after your target demographics, whatever those may be. I'm also a huge believer in team, right? Team building. If there's no way that a village is built with one person,
Right.
right? A village is built by many people, and see, when you have uh, a lot of like-minded people with you to be able to build something, you know, you're more likely to succeed than if you're going it alone. If I didn't have my manager, my my lawyer. I didn't have my consultants that helped me with certain things. If I didn't have my TikTok coach, I think she's on here now, Nelly Evergreen, right?
Oh
If
yeah.
I didn't have these people with me, there's no way. And by the way, just a real shameless plug, she does really good work on the TikTok. She's good at that, right?
Yeah.
She took my page. I think I was doing it alone for a while, and then she took it from like nothing to like 4,000. I think there's like 4,000 people on the TikTok now, right? And all of that is strategy. So I think with a solid team, with a solid plan, anyone can really make it. But just going about it just like willy nilly, it's a way you're wasting your time. It's never gonna really happen for you, especially in the age of, like you're saying, bubblegum wrap and all this other stuff that's selling like hotcakes. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, strategy is key. Even if you don't like it, even if you don't like the actual product, and too, what they do on the radio, they drill you with this music. So there's
That's
been
right.
tons of music that at first listen, I'm like, this is terrible. What is this?
Yeah,
But then I hear it again,
yeah,
and then I hear it again, and then I wake up in the morning, and all of a sudden that chorus is stuck in my head. I'm like,
yeah,
wait a
man.
minute, hold on. What's going on?
Exactly.
And by the
Yeah,
end of 2 weeks,
you're
I
like,
began
hey,
to
that's
like the
not that
song.
bad. Exactly. Yeah, man. That's happened to me before for sure. That's happened to me before for sure. Hey, and look, man, um, it can be a challenge, right? Because they have these massive machines that are behind these artists.
Yeah,
The artists are just, it's not because the artist is all that great. They can probably find 10 of them off the street, right? But it's this whole machine that's be able to push, the stuff out. And it can be a challenge to be able to like overcome this. I think the best way is just like I said before, really sitting down and being very honest with yourself. Okay, where am I now? Where do I want to be? What do I need to put in place? What areas am I strong in? What areas am I weak in that I may need to pull in somebody else to help me to do, to be able to accomplish that long-term vision for myself.
yeah,
So I think a mixture of, drive, motivation, tenacity, good strategy, good team, you can be successful for sure.
yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. So currently, if any people are interested, if they heard your little 10-second sample and they're already a fan, all right, where can they see you? Do you have any upcoming shows or music videos, all that stuff?
Awesome, cool. So no accounting shows now. We're in heavy production mode with the orchestra. However, I do have music out. You can go to my website www.danielbartleyjr.com, or you can get my link. I have a link tree. It's LN as in Nancy, K as in King, .TO, T as in Tom, O as in ostrich, / DBJ music with a Q, right? And then you can get, all my stuff, like all my social media, my website and all that other stuff. Or
Okay.
the website will work as well, danielbartleyjr.com. That'll work as well. You can
Okay.
find everything
I
there.
just put that in the chat for the people.
Awesome.
Cool,
Awesome.
cool, cool. All right, I love it. So we've come to the portion of the show. Do you know what time it is?
It's color time.
Hey, it's color time. Woo! I'm working on a theme song for that, so it's coming soon.
Awesome.
Um, so this is the portion of the show where I, the host, will give my guest, DBJ, random colors. And for each color, he will yell out or exclaim whatever comes to mind. All right. Again, there is no right or wrong answer. You guys at home can also play along and put your phrases or your words in the chat, and we can all laugh about them. Daniel, you can be as logical, as spiritual, as vague, or as humorous as you'd like. All up to you. Are you
Awesome.
ready?
Cool.
All right, here we go. First color, black.
Night.
Night. Okay. Second color, red.
Power.
Hmm. I don't think that I've heard that yet. Okay. I like that. I can dig that. Third color, green.
Money.
Okay. Next color. This is a color that I like. I've been seeing this color a lot lately, so why not? Sky blue.
Ocean.
Okay. Depending on where you go.
That's right.
Not all oceans are sky blue. Some are dark green.
That's right.
Next color. Let's go with white.
Pure.
Okay. Okay. Let's go with two more colors. Two more colors. How about pink?
Love.
Love. Hmm. Okay. One more color. I feel that love comes in a variety of colors, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm. I won't even elaborate further on that. All right. And final color. Let's make this one challenging. Mauve.
Okay, wait a minute. So listen, you said mob, but then I looked at the chat and I saw yellow. So the first thing in my head was yellow, but I don't think that's give me another one.
Mauve.
I wanna be able to give you the first thought in my mind. The thing threw me off the chat.
Why do you guys struggle with that color? For some reason. It gets them every time. All right, I'll go with another color. Here we go. Let us go with fuchsia.
Purple.
Okay. Okay. Playing it safe.
It's the first thing I came to my mind.
Playing it safe. Okay. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. So moving forward, this is a platform where I like to drop gems on people, right? And I'm a big advocate of motivation. So for anyone listening right now, maybe going through the struggle, maybe in the valley right now, or just a lot on their mind, uh, what words do you have of encouragement, of enlightenment?
Um, so I'll share a little bit deeper of my story, so you can weather whatever storm you're going through. So my father came here from Haiti. As you guys know, Haiti's going through a lot right now.
Yeah.
But it's always been a country of a lot of turmoil. But just to give you a bit of perspective, he came here with absolutely nothing, right? The clothes on his back, and the four of us, and my mom. And I've been able to see him through the hardest times. I didn't, as a child, I was probably like 5, 6 years old. I don't remember everything so vividly, but I remember enough to know we weren't in the best of situations. And to see that somebody with nothing like that, not really knowing much about a country, imagine going to a country that's not your own. You don't speak the language, none of that stuff. And to see him be able to be patient, learn, grow, and take himself from nothing to where he's able to be now, it's an incredible thing. And that's what kind of fuels me. Anytime I might be going through some hard time or some darkness, I realize, hey, there's somebody else in the world that has it way worse than me. And
Mhm.
especially the fact that we live in a country like America where there's so much opportunity. There's absolutely no reason for me to cry or be, you know, feeling bad, because guess what? There's somebody out there way worse. You know, there. I think I talk about this with people before, that like the homeless person that you see on the street is in actually a better position than some people that are in Haiti, right?
Hmm.
So that level of perspective,
Wow.
I think, is important for each of us to have, to understand that, hey, it might be hard, It might be tough. You might be going through something, but there's somebody out there worse. And whatever you have in your hands, whatever you have in your capacity, you can definitely do something with it to be able to achieve something or get to the level that you want to be.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely, man. Um, I respect your time, so I know you got a busy schedule and you gotta,
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah.
yeah, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to tonight's guest, DBJ, Daniel Bartley Jr. Make sure you check him out. You can go to his website, danielbartleyjr.com. Check out his music. Check out his Instagram page and YouTube and all the things that he has going on. This is a brother that is serious about his craft and
That's right.
his shows. When the shows start moving, um, his shows.
Stay tuned for the Excellent Symphony Orchestra. It's going to be an experience to remember, unlike any other.
Mm, boom. There you have it. There you have it, man. Peace and love, my brother.
Peace.
So I know you all are like, wait a minute, but it's only 9:30. How are you ending already? We have so much more time left. So you know that I can talk, right? And I can ramble on. And I'm sure you all would probably log off. No, I mean, sorry. I'm sure you all would stay on, all right, and listen to the words, the beautiful words that I utter from this mouth. However, I am a firm believer in teamwork. All right. Teamwork, as the guest earlier mentioned, man. Teamwork. Teamwork is everything, man. In your branding, in your presence, in your performance, in your vision, walking in your purpose, having being surrounded by like-minded people is very important. And on that note, tonight I'd like to bring my second guest. Oh, you ain't see that coming. Second guest um, to the stage. This is somebody who you all may know or may not know. This person is very talented, and they also have a history in the arts. Um, I would ramble, but I feel the pressure. Jeez. Hmm. Um, this person has a world of stories, of experience, of expertise to share. I should use colorblind. Look what they're saying in the chat. That's actually a good idea to use colorblind for color time. Color time. Okay, sorry, that was bad. Um, yes. So, without me rambling too much, coming to the stage tonight's second guest is none other than oh, Miss Tamiko Chambers. Welcome to the pod.
Hello, I'm back. It's good to be here. How are you?
I am great. How art thou?
Thou art fine. I'm surviving on fruit still and water.
Oh.
Pray for me.
So you're also doing a fruit fast.
I know, isn't that funny?
Mm.
That came about.
In the chat, raise your hand if you're also doing a fruit fast or fasting or have fasted or have any experience in fasting or you're just fast. Anyway,
I am just fast too, though. There is that.
you're
That's
fast in what way?
it's for a different pod. That's fine. So what's been going on, sir?
Nothing much. I'm just here being the host of the BLAZETHELION podcast and trying to make a mark in this industry and trying to lead the people to water. I can't make them drink all the time.
Right.
But I'm just trying to make them drink the blaze water. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. I speak in codes.
Okay.
You didn't know anything. You didn't know anything. You ain't know. You ain't know.
Sell on here is what you should do.
You ain't know.
Do.
You ain't know. All right. So this month's theme is the arts. And I know that you have a background as well in the arts. So share a little bit with the people about
what I'm doing. So from the age of 4, I entered my first dance studio and I became a professional dancer at the age of 4. So I was doing shows and auditions and things of that nature.
Hold on. You became a professional dancer at the age of 4, like 4 years old.
4, same age as the babies. Yep.
Man, I gotta step my thing up. Okay. Hendrix, get ready.
Poor thing.
Your time.
So I was doing shows, but then you have to realize as well, I grew up in the arts. So with my dad as a singer-songwriter and just being around a lot of creative people, it was kind of second nature to me. And so
I've been thinking about you.
That was unnecessary though.
I've been thinking about you. Sorry. Big tune. Sorry, continue.
That's my dad's song, in case you were wondering why he was singing that so badly. My dad was greatly. My dad is in a group called London Beat, and that was one of their biggest hits. Anyway, and so just throughout school, I was always doing other shows and flying all over the world, and I've gone all over the world with dance, doing samba, ballet, salsa, contemporary, traditional Caribbean, traditional
Crumpin? It was.
Can you see me crumping?
I don't know. I mean, I just met you like the other day. So.
I did do. All right, good. I did do a street. And
street what?
The dance.
Oh, street dance. Okay. Yeah. Street dance.
Yeah. So I'd been doing that for years. In the midst of that, I also was entering carnival competitions. Carnival being the West Indian Carnival. So I won my first award at the age of 5 with my little costume and whatnot. And I competed most years since then. And becoming Queen of Carnival, and then also traveling to Singapore because I was Queen of Carnival and they did this whole thing. I was up on this huge thing in a parade. It was nuts. But so I've traveled the world with it and taught also and taken dance troupes with me as well around the world. So, and in the midst of that, dancing with my dad on stage, touring with him, singing with him. So I've done a lot with the arts. Arts is definitely a huge part of my life. And even now, I'm not performing, but I am doing art in a different way with my graphics and things of that nature. And that's really, even though it's a job, it's also a huge stress reliever for me.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned singing. You want to give us a sample?
Nope, I do not.
This is.
We're talking backing vocals and things. There's a huge difference from doing BBs to being the only person on stage with a mic.
All right, so then I'll be the main vocal. I'll do lead vocals. Me. There you go.
No, you're good. All right.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've been thinking about you. All right. Teamwork is not the theme this month. Clearly. All right. Moving on. So that's a hell of a history, though.
Yeah, I've done a lot. Even ended up in Europe touring with, I don't know if you saw my post the other day, but Lee Scratch Perry died a couple of days ago. And that was somebody who I toured with as well. Just that tour alone. I think we did Italy and Portugal and France, I believe. just doing that tour alone with somebody like that who's so legendary, and the stories that we heard from him and just the jokes between us and jokes on stage and things was just, I could write a whole book on that itself. Yeah, so I've had some really really amazing experiences, really really amazing experiences. I without wanting to push my children into the arts, I love it when they show interest in it, because I think it's such a good thing for them to kind of build up confidence and give them so many different experiences and kind of see the world as well. It's definitely
Yeah.
to do that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You must have experienced the same thing, right? Because with touring and just seeing different places and things of that nature.
Oh, yeah, not from age 5 though,
Okay,
or
but
4, like age 34. A little different. Yes, but I know a thing or two about tour life, and just being on stage in general. I've been on stage from young. Usually, I mean, back then as a kid, as a youth, it was usually in church.
Mhm.
That's kind of where I got my confidence and my boost, and then from there it branched on. But this is not about me. This is about you.
Is it? I thought it was okay.
Yes, indeed, indeed, indeed. So wow, what a story. Um, so for those listening, they've watched the podcast, they've seen different guests come on this month regarding the arts, from actors to film directors to musicians, singers, dancers. Um, you're not doing it now, but does that passion for the arts ever feel satisfied?
I've I always want to do something in the arts. So even if I'm dancing at home by myself, don't judge me. But even
I
if I'm
dance at home all the time.
I'm sure you do. I can actually imagine you doing that. Um, but dancing at home by myself, and I always, one thing that's never left me, certain songs will play. It could be anything. I'll immediately get choreography in my head immediately. Um, so that's never gone anywhere. Dancing was definitely my first love. Everything that came around that, with the including the arts, excuse me, involving the arts, was just like a bonus. But I think dancing was like the one, and it never goes. I still want to do dance classes. I still want to perform, but not for the glory. I don't really like being the center of attention. It's There is just a feeling about it that I love, and kind of the energy transfer between myself and the audience. I really enjoy that.
Hmm. You say you don't want the glory. So is that you saying that you're somewhat of an introvert?
I think I am. I think I am.
Most, not most, but there's a large percentage of entertainers that are introverts, and you would never know that unless you know them personally.
Yeah, a lot of them that I know are very much like that. When they're on stage, it's a total different beast um, to when they're off stage. My dad, total different person. Um, you do have some where it kind of crosses over a little bit. That's more ego than anything. But for the most part, you have a lot of introverted artists out there that would rather just stay home, or
Yeah,
have their
yeah.
quiet time until it's showtime, and then they just become possessed with something else and perform.
Hmm. Yeah. So they mentioned in the chat that they can't picture you touring.
Yeah, because I'm a homebody now.
But you know how life is, right? Is that we go into different seasons of our life. And Lord knows I've been through many seasons. So someone who knew me, say, in school days,
Mm.
right? Middle school or even high school, and then they see me in my early 20s, totally different.
Yeah.
And then somebody who knew me in my early 20s and then they would see me now, totally different. So, we that's part of life. That's how life should be, right? We grow and we mature and we learn things and we apply things that we learned in previous seasons to current seasons.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
So you
totally,
just
it's
never.
so different. I've got photos I found the other day actually of like in my samba stuff, which is there's not much to it. Totally, like you wouldn't see me do that right now. Um, and just a whole set of makeup and feathers and all kinds of stuff going on.
FYI, people, I haven't seen one photo. I haven't seen one photo. I haven't seen one video. Um, I just get memories. I just get words. I don't
You
get
just come up with a visual in your mind.
any visuals at all.
Okay, I'll
So
show
maybe
you.
one day.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm gonna show
You know
you
what's
this.
gonna happen, right? Somebody else gonna show me in the future. That's how it's gonna happen.
Wait,
The way life is set up.
okay. I'll give you a whole album to look through.
Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I will hold you to that.
Hmm.
So on this theme of the arts, we can't forget art, right? Like creating.
Yeah,
Yes, drawing and painting and like design, all that is part of the arts. And as you mentioned, that's part of what you do now, right?
absolutely. But again, I started doing that from young. So with the costumes that I was wearing in all the carnival competitions and carnivals and things like that, we were actually in what we call mass camps. Yes, yourself,
That's
feathers
feathers.
in very strategic places. I've got some horror stories with those bikinis. You want to see? Okay, I'll show that. How about I bring all the photos so we can just have a moment so everybody can see them. But yeah, so I used to help create the costumes as well, and we would have huge costumes like 11-foot wide and just massive pieces of art
Wow.
that we would create out of all kinds of things: fiberglass rods, parachute material, we painting, sequins, glitter, all kinds of stuff that we were doing. So I was involved in that again from the age of 5. The actual costume that I won in, I remember making parts of it with my mom, sitting down and just making parts of it with her. Um,
Wow.
and so I've always been creating things with my hands. It's changed slightly now. I mean, I do things with my girls now, and my eldest is just creating stuff all the time. There is just art stuff everywhere all the time. So she's kind of got that bug from me. But now I just do more of the graphic stuff and digital graphics, which I just love doing. I love getting inspiration from wherever and just kind of going forward and creating with that. And again, that's something I just kind of fell into to doing. I think, if I remember correctly, somebody had asked for a logo or didn't have a logo, and I just said I'll just make one for them, and it kind of went on from there. And now I'm doing all kinds of stuff for people, so it's
Yeah.
nice.
So for those who don't know, share what you currently do.
Oh, okay. So I run a digital marketing agency called Star Child Social. It's here. And we create websites, logos, we do a lot of rebranding as well as just social media management, making sure that clients are looking good online and definitely getting to their target audience. That's what I do.
Yes, this is the face behind the lovely BLAZETHELION podcast flyers that you all have been
Mm.
seeing. Yeah, I know that I ain't create that. I mean, I'm talented and all, but yeah, I know I ain't do that.
Well, thank
That's
you.
a woman's touch. So this is who. So if you're looking for branding for yourself, for flyers or just anything, um, with visual arts, just anything to help your company, to help your brand, to help your ideas, to help your event. This is the person to, yeah, it's starchildsocial.com, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, I too will say I too like there was somebody else saying in the chat. Starchild. Yes. So feel free to check her website out, and you can tell her that Blaze sent you. And if you do, you will get something.
A smile and a nod.
You will get a discount, or you will get a
You will.
vegan
You will get a discount.
bump.
Sure.
See, there you go. You're welcome, people. You will get a discount. All right. So tell her that Blaze sent you. Uh, the coupon code is Blaze sent you. Okay.
Okay.
So there are things also brewing.
Mm.
For those that don't know, the BLAZETHELION podcast is the main hub, and just like, I mean, I guess I'm plugging other podcasts here, but for instance, like the Joe Button podcast, right? He started with that one podcast, and since then he has branched out. So um, here at the BLAZETHELION podcast, we have things in the mix, things in the making. There's another show
Ooh,
that will be launching
really?
soon. All
Great.
right.
Exciting.
I can't give you a whole heap of details and all that, but just know that there's another show coming under the umbrella of the BLAZETHELION podcast. So this podcast will continue, same Tuesday night, right? 9 p.m. But look out for a second show, which will be different. It'll be a different spin from what this is. Right here, we have our weekly guests, and we have monthly themes and all of that. This show will be a little bit different. Tamiko, would you like to elaborate a little bit?
Well,
Keyword, a little bit.
I do have one thing to say. Your mum texts me and likes your hair. So, she said it looks very nice. Just thought I'd pass on the message.
Okay. Thank you for that. That had nothing to do with the show.
I don't know what you want to say about the show. I
Clearly nothing.
It will be it will be fun and interesting and intriguing, and
Yes.
it will spark memories.
Here we go now. This is what they've been waiting for. They've been asking for Blaze After Dark.
I mean, it's true though, because like about now, you start to lose it a little.
A little bit.
A little bit, a lot.
Like, what comes to your mind when I say the color caramel?
Okay. Maybe we should do that for all, We should do that for all.
Blaze After Dark?
Where you just go off. It is entertaining.
See, I'm hesitant about that because I feel like when you give me a platform to have no filter, those of you who know me and who have bear witness to Blaze without a filter, sometimes it's a little much. So to have that recorded and on display, I don't know. I'm not too sure yet if that's a wise business move. From a
and for your reputation.
From a public relations standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see though. They have been asking for it, so you never know. But yes, so there is a second show coming, so stay tuned for that in the coming weeks. I do lose it after 9. No, I don't. The podcast starts at 9. What do you mean?
I'm gonna say 9:30, 9:45.
I mean, have I lost it yet?
I mean, You started talking about caramel this week.
Woo!
Wait,
Take
no,
your clothes out. I didn't say anything crazy.
you just did.
That was on purpose, though. I was just feeding into the. All right.
Sure,
So
sure.
in the chat, let's play a little game. All right. Shall we? So this won't be color based. This will just be words, right? So I know there's a little bit of a delay in the chat, so let's see how this kind of goes, though. But I played this game with Cece, right, when she was on the podcast last year, and I think I did it also with Joey as well. So let's try it here with Tamiko. So what we're gonna do is in the chat, all right, you all are going to type in random words,
Oh,
all right, random words, and we're going to put my guest here on the
Giselle,
spot,
behave yourself. Behave yourself.
and
All right.
she's going to speak. Nothing long, maybe like 3 minute speech or something like that. And I'll start you off with like a base, and then
You see, she started
you,
already.
I know, I love it, and you will continue the speech with the words that the people in the chat have thrown out. All right. So
What?
people in the chat, all right, start throwing out your words, especially because there's a slight delay or a long delay. All right. So stop putting in words anything. It doesn't have to be in accordance with the theme, the arts. It can be anything randomly. All right. Throw in your words in the chat and
I
we will
don't
get
like.
started.
I
All
don't
right.
like it.
You
I
just
don't like.
never know
I don't like
what's
it.
going to happen on the Blaze the Line podcast. All right.
I'm
You got
scared.
to always be ready. Stay ready. You dig, you dig. So we'll wait a couple more seconds. Don't think too hard, people. Just throw some words out there. All right. I will start Tamiko off. And you don't have to be nice either. You can, whatever. This is entertainment. All right. So whatever you would like. All
I,
right. When it gets started in about 10 seconds.
I still
Do you
don't
have
think.
any final words?
I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing.
You're giving a speech. You're telling a story. All right. So I'm going to start you off with a base, right? Of picture yourself. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. You got to, all right? So I'll start you off with the beginning of the story, and you're
Mm.
going to basically finish the story using the words that they put in the chat. All right? Simple. Nothing crazy. All right? Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, all right. So, here we go. Here's the base of your story.
Yes.
You've planned a outing, right? To kind of get away. And on this getaway, you are approaching a forest of some kind. You're not quite sure what's in the forest, um, but you're at kind of like at that crossroads where like, should I enter the forest or should I not? The weather is perfect right now, and you're casually dressed, um, with the exception of heels. You're wearing high heels.
Mm.
All right. I'll set the timer, and
I'm not ready.
what you mean? You got this. Impromptu speaking. We do this all the time. Sort of, kind of. All right. Ready. You all keep the words coming. All right. Here we go. You ready?
Oh, I'm not ready. I'm really not ready.
What you mean?
Give
Here we go.
me
All
the
right.
start now.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
So I saw this forest, and I knew that I wanted to enter it. Although I was wearing heels, so I wasn't too sure how I was going to be getting over these rocks and through the trees and things of that nature. I was feeling like wait, hold up. Can I say it in order? Do I have to say it in order, or can I say it randomly?
Randomly.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I was feeling like I wanted an adventure. When out of the corner of my eye, this honey badger decided to run across my path, and he ran straight into the forest. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to follow the honey badger. So I started to trample through, and I saw all kinds of things in there, flowers and different trees and all sorts. But then, this is so random. I'm so not good at this. But then, can you stop, please? But then I saw this little opening. There was like a little store in the middle of the forest. So I ran up to the store, and it was selling my favorite ice cream. So I decided to order myself a large ice cream with caramel topping on top. It was the best. It gave me all the energy I needed to continue on my journey. I continued running, and I saw the honey badger again. So I decided to chase after him. It was getting really hot in there. I was getting really sweaty, and I know I needed to change. Well, just so happens that there was a church at the end of this pathway. So I ran in there, and there was this high priest. He was dressed so well, to the nines, long, beautiful robe. And I asked him if there was something that I could change, if there was a place that I could change into. So he let me go to the back of the church.
Change into?
A place I could change. This is terrible. Why are you making me do this? A place that I could change, and on a hanger there was a few shirts. So I was able to freshen up and change into my shirt. I realized when looking in the mirror that my tongue had turned a weird color purple. I'm not sure where it was from. I think it was from the ice cream, but I'm not too sure. It might have been the caramel topping. I don't know if it was vegan. That might have been the other thing. Anyway, I finished getting changed, and I decided to come out. And I don't know what happened, and I must have gone into some magical forest, because I came out and I was in the middle of a strip club. There was butts everywhere. I didn't know what to do. I've never been to a strip club before. So I saw a little quiet corner. I decided to sit down and kind of take in the vibe. It was very interesting. Giselle. Wait, no, it's been more than 2 minutes. What's going on?
You're doing great.
No, I'm not. I'm really not.
Highly entertaining.
So I was getting hungry after all of this, right? And the ice cream didn't really do anything but turn my tongue purple. And I have heard not to order food in the strip club. However, somebody very close to me has apparently regularly eaten in the strip club and said the food's pretty good. So I decided to order some vegan wings. They tasted like poop, and it also contained a lot of garlic, which I'm also allergic to. So I wasn't feeling too good. So I decided just to drink some water and sit down and take in the rest of the show. Can we please get to 2 minutes, please? I'm gonna done it.
We're almost there.
No. Wait, what? Anyway, this woman walked up to me and asked if I wanted to dance, and I said, sure, why not? Never been to a strip club before. So she proceeded to dance, and she turned around, and she had this huge tongue ring, which unfortunately got caught in my earring. It was a whole thing. Can we stop, please?
All right. Good job. Good job.
Terrible. No, that wasn't. That was terrible. What? Hendrix has John's phone. Wait, what? What's happening? I think so too. Never do that to me again. That was terrible.
That was good. Not too
No, it
bad.
wasn't. No, it was terrible. Can we do you now?
Sure. I'm ready.
Mhm. I know you're really good at this kind of
I
stuff.
stay ready.
All right, let me get my timer on.
Go for it.
All right, so we need more. We need more. We need more words, people. Let's see. I'm gonna put some incense. All right. Are you ready, sir?
Stay ready.
So this. All right. This is your scenario. All right, Sasha. So, thanks, Giselle. You're going to the airport, but it's a mystery destination. You're not too sure where you're going. You've been given a ticket, you've won a ticket. You don't know if you're flying first class, economy, you're not sure yet. You have one duffel bag with you, and you have a vegan taco in the other. Can you tell I'm hungry? All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right, go.
Here we go. It's a celebration. Why is it a celebration? It's my damn birthday. It's my Earth Strong. So I was given clear instructions to meet at the airport. Not so sure where I'm going. Nonetheless, I follow orders. Well, sometimes I follow orders. Just don't call them orders unless you're taking my order at a vegan taco stand or something. Any case. On the way to the airport, though, I did stop at a vegan spot and I ordered 3 vegan tacos. I ate 2 of them in the car and I still had one on me. So here am I with my duffel bag. And you would think that I'm flying Spirit or getting on some weird flight connection because I packed light. But who knows the purpose of this trip? I proceed to find my gate number. Upon searching for my gate number, I'm greeted with love from my fans, screaming out, "Blaze! We loved your last show. It was awesome. It was great." I don't even perform like that, so I don't even know what they're talking about. Nonetheless, I say thank you, for I operate in a spirit of gratitude. Checking my phone, but the Wi Fi is kind of tripping. You know, this airport connection. I finally get my ticket, walking to the gate. Then I'm informed that, well, I get access to a special room, like part of the Mile High Club or something. Hey, why not? I'm a D-list celebrity, so I'm all in. In this lounge or club in the airport, huh, they bring out food and I see meatballs. I inform them, I'm vegan, plant-based for life. Okay. And they let me know it's vegan. Hey. So I chow down and I ask for another plate and they give it to me. I chow down. Listen, I've been fasting for 10 days. I asked for a third plate. They give it to me. I'm chowing down. I realize that in the mix of those meatballs, there was jalapeno peppers and cashews. So my stomach starts rumbling. I gotta use the bathroom. So I dash to the bathroom, thinking it would be a nice bathroom because we're in this Mile High Club. So I prompt my buttocks on the toilet. It wasn't a pleasant poop, not at all, but it had to be done. When I'm done, I look to my right. You know what I see? Guess what I saw? The toilet paper had the Blaze the Lion logo on it. How crazy is that? Huh. It's like this podcast is everywhere. Who would have thought? Eh. So I wipe my buttocks. Not one, not two, not three, but 7 times.
Hmm.
For 7 is that number. And I go back to where I was sitting, realizing that my flight has been delayed. And I'm wondering, am I traveling alone? Is anybody coming with me? For it's my birthday, or maybe they're going to meet me at the destination. Who knows? As I just say that, someone sits down right beside me. And it's a woman with long locks down to her buttocks. You can tell she don't use hairspray. Mm-mm, not at all. Huh. Her locks are as free as her spirit, but I can dig it. I think it's been over 2 minutes now, and it may be time for me to end this speech. You know what's funny? I'm still hungry, as I'm currently on this fast. For the last thing that I had to eat today was cucumbers.
Thanks. It was good.
No. That was amazing.
But you left out connection and purpose.
I said connection. I said the airport connection on my phone. Yeah, the Wi-Fi was tripping.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well done, sir.
All right. I think this was way better than just me rambling for the next 45 minutes. So
I hope it was a little more entertaining than that.
hopefully. Purple is a good color for your tongue.
Why not?
I don't even know what that means. Like the flavor purple on my tongue? Like I just drank like purple Kool-Aid?
Gonna have to lick
Oh,
some.
I think they are still giving more topics.
Oh.
And now I see Baird. The delay. One
It's
time
that
for the delay. I'm like, wait,
something
what?
freaky is happening over it. In some reason, my light's been flashing on and off for about 2 minutes.
Oh, I don't even see. I thought you were talking to somebody or something.
No.
Okay. Well, this concludes this speech portion of the BLAZETHELION podcast. We went a little bit left today, or maybe we went right today. It wasn't really left. It was more right. But that's what happens sometimes. You just never know what people be bringing you all. This is August, the final day in August, and our theme for this month was the arts. All right. Stay tuned for next month's theme, which will be, drum roll, please. The theme for September is, you gotta wait till Miss Starchild Social drops the flyer. So it's coming soon. But I will give you a hint for the theme for September. It has to deal with how do I give a hint without saying it?
That's I know.
People. All right. September's theme will be about your kids. We'll be talking about your kids, your children. All right. It's back to school, so I felt, why not? All right. Focus on the kids. So I have guests lined up for you all to entertain you, but also to drop some education, because you know what they say about entertainment mixed with education. Tell them, Tamiko.
It's edutainment. And you need that in your life.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts on facts. Oh, man. So I feel like I'm out of ideas. I mean, I can start dancing now.
I think
But
you should. I think you should. That would be very
yeah,
interesting. Hmm. Come on.
I mean, you're the dancer.
I am, but
You're the
it's
professional. I'm just
is
the amateur.
so much more entertaining when somebody who is
You
not.
got thousands of dollars to dance. I only got singles. So,
I'm sorry.
so it's levels. Is
There's something you haven't told me before.
no, that
Someone
was a metaphor.
at you? Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
I
I
speak
was
in
just wondering.
codes.
Okay.
All right.
No one was while you're gone.
So I'd like to, I as our last guest, DBJ, left you guys some gems. I feel that we should at least leave some gems for you all to digest a little bit. Why not? So before I go, I'll pass the microphone to Miss Tamiko Chambers. Anything you want to leave the audience with tonight?
um, let's see.
You should get used
I've
to
been having.
this.
I know. I know. Why? Why should I be used to this, Mr. Blaze?
So, Miss Tamiko Chambers will give you all some motivation.
Oh gosh, I think that it is important for all of us from time to time to look in the mirror and really look
Oh,
at
hell
what.
yes.
Wait, no, not to
Oh,
look at yourself.
oh.
Not to look at yourself. I know that's your favorite pastime, but to really analyze where you are at, really be realistic with yourself, and set some wonderful. Look at this one. Jesus, are you done, sir? You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But really, I'm trying to be serious here. You done? All right, good. But really try and analyze and see where you're at and set some wonderful goals for yourself and be your own best friend. Be good to yourself. It's super important. Even if you need to take time for yourself, whatever, do that. Go.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Indeed. Take time for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in this world, one thing that I like to push is purpose. You all know that I push purpose. Find your purpose, walk in your purpose, being purpose driven. I farted on purpose, all of that. So, along the same lines of purpose, I would like to remind you all here that you have a purpose and you're listening to this podcast for a purpose. And there's a purpose to the season that you're going through, whether it's a season that you love and you're sharing it to everybody, or it's a season that is disgusting, that is challenging, that is grotesque, that has you out of your comfort zone. Whatever the season that you're in, it's for a definite purpose. So don't allow this season to knock you down or to make you feel like a failure or to bring up things from your past like that's still you. But instead, be open in this season to receive what you can learn and how you can grow and utilize and flourish and frolic in your purpose.
Frolic in your purpose. I feel like
Frolic in
on a
your
shirt or
purpose.
something. I'm gonna design a t-shirt. Frolic in your purpose.
Can you not interrupt me though? Okay. So as you frolic in your purpose, just know that I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And I'm an advocate of love through it all. So no matter what you're going through, no matter the views or opinions of anyone in your circle, even the height of the most challenging thing that you're currently dealing with, or that you've had to deal with. Um, you got this. All right?
You
You
do.
got this. You don't feel like you got this. In fact, you don't want to have this at all. But it's on purpose, it's by design. So don't beat yourself up. All right? Deal with it, execute, experience it, open it up, and use it as a learning experience. All right, which will help you and help others to come. So just know. And if you ever need anyone to talk to, um, you can always reach out to other people. There's an array of people on social media and in your family that you can reach out to. Don't reach out to me, for I'm a celebrity who's part of the Mile High Club over here.
Oh, for the love of God. It was going so well.
I know. And then, yeah, sorry. I sidetracked there.
Just know,
But on a serious note,
just know you've got this, and you didn't come this far to give up now anyway. And there's always people around that are going to love you and be there for you. I'll be there for you. That's the kind of stuff you need. Just helping you out there. Go ahead.
yeah. So as you guys heard, she'll be there for you. Um, but seriously, man, this is entertainment, and you know I like to poke fun and throw my little corny jokes here and there. But seriously, man, life tough, life challenging for real. So I know some days you don't want to man up or you don't want to woman up and face the music, right? But procrastination is a decision. It
Ooh.
is. It is. And no matter how long you procrastinate, at some point, a decision will be made, whether it's by you or by someone or something else. All right. So use this time to just learn, to just grow, and to move forward. Move forward. Even if that pace and that movement is slow and too slow for your liking, you're still moving forward. Yes. So that's my piece. That's my say. And stay tuned. Thank you all for rocking with us on the BLAZETHELION podcast here. Stay tuned for more themes, for more guests, and for more shows that are coming soon. I am very hungry here. I'm going to look at my fridge again if there's anything else that I can eat since I'm still fasting. And yeah, I'm seeing circles now.
Ooh, go eat, please.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, any final words, Miss Chambers?
I'm hungry too.
She's hungry too. We are hungry together.
Hungry together. We'll get through this. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
No problem. Thank you for texting me 10 times that you wanted to be on. So, I just figure, all right, you text me twice.
Sir, first of all, don't lie to the people. I will expose you. Sir.
So,
Jesus is watching. You subscribe to the podcast.
Blaze after dark, some sort. Yeah, man. So, thank you again for your presence and for your energy, Miss Tamiko Chambers. And thank you all for staying during this very different ending of the podcast. But this is season 2, so you just never know. Yeah, man. Yes, indeed. This was the Blaze the Lion podcast. Peace. And the L word. And love.